Welcome to another Southern California Prep Insider Baseball podcast. Tommy and Les here. And Les, you are in the dog days for you of the summer, I guess, technically. You are in tournament season.
Tournament season, dude. This is the last tournament of the season for us. I'm coming to you live from Fresno, where we are converged on the Fresno Easter Classic here. There's 3 of us from PBR up here, 34 teams. Loaded tournament, lots and lots of talent here from the Central Valley.
All right, we'll let you get back to your games, but first, you got to give us your top 10. We got to go through our players of the week. We got our field reporters everywhere, and then we got our game picks. So we'll start, Les, with that top 10.
Let's roll. Okay, 10-1. Beckman comes in. They clinched a share of the PCL yesterday. Loaded team like we've been talking about all year. Number 9, Ayala. They took it on the chin last week against Bonita, but that's still a really good team that should make some noise here in the postseason, which is only a couple weeks away, Tommy. Number 8, Ukaipa. They're rolling, man. Your boy Heaton, he's getting it done. Michael Carpentier is starting to hit really, really well for them, too. So the Thunderbirds are getting it done. It'll be interesting to see what happens with them when they move up to in the playoffs here into Division I. Number 7, Aliso Niguel. Those arms, man, those 3 Division I arms are proven to be very real, and their depth is really good too. Number 6, JSerra got swept by Olu last week, but they only dropped from 2-6. Look, man, you lose to the number 1 team in the state. 3 really close games, no shame in that. So JSerra is at number 6. La Mirada checks in at number 5. The Mats are rolling, Tommy, and they're going to make some noise in the postseason, something tells me, because their offense is starting to click. Remember the name of freshman shortstop Noah Rodriguez, really, really good for them. Number 4 is Huntington Beach, the Oilers. I mean, they're just kind of quietly cruising along, winning games, not making a whole lot of noise. But I'd expect them to make some noise in the postseason. Number 3, Harvard Westlake. Again, they're just kind of cruising along too, just rolling through Mission League, probably going to win another title. Big series next week against Sherman Oaks, Notre Dame. Number 2 is Cypress Centurions. You know, they're the class of the Empire League right now, and they sit at the top, and I'd expect them to get a very high seed in the postseason. And number 1 is Olu. They did lose their first game yesterday to Servite in Trinity League play. So their first loss, they're now 9-1 in league after that loss to Servite yesterday. But they're number 1 here in the top 10.
Yeah, a few of those teams in some kind of weaker conferences just coasting along, waiting to get to that postseason, which, like you said, is right around the corner. We have our players of the week now. I will start. Mitchell Simon from Linfield Christian has 14 doubles so far this season. He's hitting .493 for them with 15 RBIs. And I know he's a little bit further away because he's in St. Louis Obispo, but keep an eye on him because he's a Southern Section guy, so playoff time, beware. His name is Dylan Beavers from Mission Prep. 11 home runs, second in the nation. 11 home runs so far for them, hitting .607, 32 RBIs. He'll be playing at Cal next year. Dude is legit, so if you see him in the playoffs, be careful. Wyatt Johnson from Kennedy has started 9 games and won all 9 of them. He has 73 strikeouts so far this season. And Jacob Ravitsky, we had a no-hitter earlier this year. He's still on it. He's got a .95 ERA, a 6-1 record, and he's coming off a complete game 7 strikeout outing against Lakewood.
Yeah, that Dylan Beavers kid's really good on the mound too, Tommy. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle him in the postseason. For me, my players of the week, let's start with junior Jack Silvera at a Windward School. Started all 3 games with the leadoff hit, went 5 for 7 in 2 games against Sierra Canyon last week, then went 3 for 3 against Brentwood. On the week, 8 for 10, a double, 2 walks, 4 runs, an RBI, and 3 stolen base. So Jack Silvera getting it done. Senior center fielder Darren Hunter at La Sierra High School, 7 for 14, a pair of doubles, 3 runs. Included game-winning 2 RBI walk-off against Ramona at the San Manuel Stadium in the county clash. So
and college coaches, what is he, Les?
Uncommitted.
Alex
Alex Pimentel out of Villa Park High School. He is not uncommitted. He's a Long Beach State kid. 6 for 9, 3 doubles, a triple, a home run, 4 RBIs, 3 runs, 2 game-winning RBIs on Wednesday and Friday. For the season, all he's doing is hitting .342 with 15 RBIs, 7 doubles, 18 runs, 15 walks. Pretty good season for the senior outfielder headed to Long Beach State. And finally, Jaden Ranieri was 7 for 17 with 2 stolen bases and 3 runs scored. On the bump, he went 6 2/3, got a win, collected a save. 6 strikeouts, 5 hits, and a 1.46 ERA. Defensively, he helped to keep Muerrieta Mesa in a close game against Chapparal last week with 5 assisted outs to lead the team. That's a season for a lot of guys, dude.
That is a lot. 5 assisted outs to lead the team. We're going to go to our field reporters right now. We'll be back in a second.
I'm here with Blake Klassen, first base for JSerra. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
First off, congratulations on your commitment to Arizona. What made you choose the Wildcats?
Just love the coaches. They were awesome.
So you're now a senior. You've been here all 4 years. How's your experience playing at JSerra been?
Definitely wouldn't be the same athlete I'd be if I went to like San Juan or Toro. He's pushed me a lot, so I'm excited I went here. I'm glad I went here.
How would your teammates describe you?
How would you guys describe me?
We love you. Father of kittens.
Goofball, father of kittens.
I've heard right after baseball practice, you just go home and play with your kittens. Can you tell us more about them?
No. I don't go right after. I got priorities outside. I gotta go, for the grind, and then I go play with kittens. They're like 2 weeks old. We gotta bottle feed them. We gotta burp them. It's awesome. It's like raising little kids.
Did you just pick them up off the street, or did your current cat have kittens, or what happened?
No. So I'm a dog person. I want to get that straight. We just foster them just so they grow up.
Do they have names?
Well, they were born on St. Paddy's Day. So one is Lucky, and the other one is... I don't like this one as much. I forget the name. I think it's Charm.
Oh, there's just
Lucky
two.
and Charm.
What's your lucky charm?
Shoot, it used to be Cody, but he blows me off too much now. Actually, this man right here, are we allowed to bring him in?
Of course, we can do whatever you want. All right.
This guy right here, Rapsodo. He just tells me to think green light.
Green light.
Great guy.
Is there anything you have to say?
Rapsodo. Helps him.
Here we go. So there's this pitching thing called Rapsodo, and he lives, breathes, and dies by it.
It's technology that tracks the ball.
There we go.
Very cool. Top of the line equipment here at JSerra. So how do you get ready for a game?
So I usually work out before a game. Then I go to Flame Broiler. The lady usually has my order ready. So I'll go. She's got it ready. And then I come here. I either play Pepper before the game, and then I just sit and listen to R&B.
So tell me what your flame broiler order is.
It's half and half, extra half and half, white rice, extra green onions.
Half and half?
Yeah, half meat, half chicken. Half meat, half chicken.
Do you have a favorite hype song or walk-up song?
I'm a big 2 Chainz guy, so I like the song NCAA right now.
Do you have any weird baseball superstitions?
The top of my bat can't touch the ground, or else I feel like I'll get out that at bat.
Who's your baseball role model?
Joey Votto.
Who's your team?
He's on the Reds.
Oh, you like the Reds too?
Oh, no. I thought you asked what team's he on. I thought you were quizzing me about him. No, I like the Angels. Yeah.
How did you react to the Mike Trout news?
Life's crazy.
And last of all, what major attributes do you think you'll bring to the table at the University of Arizona?
I think I'll bring a strong bat and a good leadership role.
Thanks again for joining us, and we wish you the best of luck on your journey.
Thank you.
What's up, guys? Jessica here with Hayden Johns here at Chapparal High School. Now, this team is off to a great start compared to last year when you guys are struggling a little bit. This year, you guys are currently sitting at 16-6, pretty much complete opposite of last year. Why do you think you guys are able to turn that around so well this year?
Mostly, I think we have a positive outlook for this year. We're very senior heavy, and so we're all looking to go out with a good record and hopefully make it in a good playoff run.
Yeah, definitely senior heavy, as well as you have a new coaching staff, a new head coach, really, with head coach Jeff Prickett. What has he done to really help you guys out the most?
I feel like we've mixed a lot of things up. We get new guys in new positions, and he really just gives us a lot of confidence and keeps it upbeat. Instead of dragging us down when we're at our lowest points, he really just hypes us up and makes us show how good we are and what potential we have in the future.
Now, you have played here at Chaparral since you were a freshman.
Correct.
Here on this varsity team since you were a sophomore. So you've really been with this team as they've changed over the years. Now, this team especially has really gone through a lot of change. One, we already talked about that head coach change. And two, you have had a good amount of seniors come in that played at different schools previously. How much do you think that that has helped?
They make a huge impact. It's all around change. 2 to our pitching staff that are 2 of our 4 aces, and then another one who's our now starting shortstop, who's also all 3 of them are very heavy in our lineup and contribute to a lot of our success.
What are a couple of memories that stand out to you with this team?
So first off, I would say the Upland tournament, or the Chino Hills tournament, where we beat Upland to make it to the Norco game in the championship, and then took that one. And then secondly, I would say the water bubble in our left field that we had to pop a couple days ago, and so now we can't water our field, and that's why our grass is going a little yellow. But we'll be back.
Okay, so it was literally a bubble.
Oh yeah, complete like Jello bubble.
How did that happen?
Apparently one of the pipe burst under the grass, and the grass didn't break, and so the sod held, and it created a giant bubble.
Interesting. So it's kind of similar to at Dodger Stadium when there was just a big old flood and it was a little gross for a while. Sounds similar to that. It's looking nice. It's looking a little better now. It's just we got some dead grass now. It's fine. That'll help with the flood or the drought that's going on, I'm sure. So that's helpful right there. So you are committed to Dallas Baptist.
Correct.
Congrats. What are you looking forward to the most about playing out there?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to being able to go two-way and being able to pitch and hit, which is a big plus for me. Being able to just grind through the days and be able to make a good playoff run with good coaches and a 5 consecutive year 40-win seasons. So it's pretty big, and I'm super excited.
What are you looking forward to the most about going to college in general? You know, it's a very big transition from high school to college.
I'm mostly excited about the freedom I'm going to get and how I'm going to get to go and adventure with my friends, get to go on. I'm a big off-roading guy, so I like to do a lot of off-roading, which is one of the things that they do there, and I want to experience throughout the wilderness and do all that type of adventuring stuff, so I'm pretty excited.
You're going to the right place from the sound of it. Now, what are you going to miss the most about this team here at Chapparal?
I'm going to miss the rowdy dugouts, honestly. It's so much fun during the games. We just get so hype and so loud, and it's just a great time. Who
are like the leaders of the rowdy?
I would consider myself one of them, and then I would say Jonathan Combs is the other one.
Oh, heck yeah. What do you guys do to really get in the other team's head?
We do a lot of little things. We just say little mimics that just we repeat over and over until you can see that they're really just rattled. It's really great.
Heck yeah, good for you guys. You're doing it right. He loves it. That smile on his face shows that he knows what he's doing. He's getting it done right, and he's shaking up the little team a little bit, or the other team a little bit. Now, you guys have 1 week left here in regular season play. What are you guys planning on working on the most to make sure that you're ready as you head into playoffs?
Honestly, I think we have to stick to what we've been doing, stick to our roots, and play our small ball, our simple game, and make the routine plays, make the average plays that we know we can make, and let our pitching staff go deep in games, and then just keep bumping up our hitting.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
No worries, thank you.
Here with Saugus pitcher Bobby Garcia after Saugus takes down West Ranch at home 1-0. Bobby, it was a great pitcher's duel today. With you guys coming out on top, you only allowed 4 hits, struck out 5. What was the key to success today?
I had to just be on my game. You know, West Ranch is a great team. They got great pitching, so we were able to squeeze in a run early, and I had to capitalize on that and just pound the zone and get some outs.
Looking at the Foothill League standings, you're in 3rd, West Ranch a spot above you. How fun is it to beat a team that's ahead of you in the standings?
It's great. You know, we're a really competitive league, and so everybody's really in there. So it's good to beat a team that's ahead of us, of course.
You're committed to Cal State Stanislaus. What was the recruiting process like for you, and why did you choose that school?
Hopped on this thing called Field Level. It's a great app that kind of got me connections. Went up there, took a visit, up there a second time, and fell in love with the campus, fell in love with the coaches, and it was just a great opportunity. They breed great pitching, and so I'm happy to be up there.
Really clean game from your team today. How do you keep this run going and win a few more games in a row?
Just to keep playing small ball, keep playing defense, and keep doing our thing. You know, we're able to squeeze in a run. J.D. Callahan, great pitcher, so we weren't hitting as well as we could have today. But I think if we're all on our game, or at least trying to be on our game, we can get things done.
That's Bobby Garcia at Saugus. Threw a shout out today in a big win over West Ranch. Thanks so much.
Thank you, man.
All right, Bobby, a great pitcher for them, Les, but who else is on that team that's caught your eye?
Yeah, in addition to him, they got Tony Jacob, a little lefty that's was committed to Vanderbilt, no longer committed there, but he's a pretty good little lefty, mid-80s, that he's going to cause some problems when he gets into college, too.
All right, we'll head now to our game picks. We will start with Yorba Linda at Villa Park.
Yeah, man, two teams that are kind of headed in different directions, man. Villa Park got the win yesterday against Yorba Linda, a big win for Villa Park in league play. Yorba Linda started really hot, and they've just kind of cooled off a little bit here once they've gotten into league play. I just like what Villa Park's doing right now offensively. Coach Call in his first year there has really turned the thought process around, the attitude around for these players. And so I'm going to go with the Fighting Spartans of Villa Park.
I'll go with Yorba Linda. Yorba Linda, again, like you mentioned, they were hot at the beginning of the year, not so much this year. The first game they played, Villa Park was up by a 12-run fifth inning. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. I think you'll see some tighter games between these two. So I'm going to go with Yorba Linda. Next is Chaparral at Vista Muerrieta.
If you remember, Tommy, about 3-4 weeks ago, Chaparral they were a top 25 team in the state for us. They've really cooled off, and meanwhile, Vista Muerrieta has just really gotten hot. I'd expect Vista Muerrieta to win the Southwestern League again this year and roll into the postseason with their 3-4 arms that they have that are really good. So I just like what their offense is doing, and that's a team right now that's trying to prove something. We saw in the interview a couple weeks ago during the podcast with Jessica where the player from Vista Muerrieta said that it was a big deal for them to go into Servite and beat a Trinity League team, and so they've carried that momentum throughout the spring here, and I expect them to take that into the postseason. So I'm going to go with the Broncos here against Chaparral.
I stuck with the team that was hot in the beginning of the season that's starting to cool off. I'm going to do it again. I'll go with Chaparral. This will be a very, very close game. Again, Vista Muerrieta, like you said, now one of these teams you actually have to watch out for as being one of the top in the state. The final game that we're going to talk about, it is El Toro at San Juan Hills.
Kind of a weird season for El Toro this year, right? I mean, they've got some players. Paul Skeens is one of the top 20 catchers in the state. Shane Simpson's a big left-handed bat for them. Inconsistency on the mound, I think lack of depth on the mounds kind of hurt them a little bit. For San Juan Hills, it's a similar story. They started off really well. They've been fairly consistent so far this season. However, I just like the power at the plate that El Toro brings to the table, so I'm going to go with the Chargers here.
I'll go with San Juan Hills here. I mean, again, El Toro's had a tough schedule. They've had to play Cypress 3 times, which is unfortunate. San Juan Hills had to play them too, but played them close. So only a 4-2 loss there. So these are two very even teams. One team is home. The team that's home is San Juan Hills. Les, tell the people where they can find you.
That's your pick. I love it, Tommy. I love it. Hit us up on Twitter at PBR_California, on Instagram at PBR California. Website is prepbaseballreport.com/California. Lots of new content every day. We just rolled out a game notes today with 31 players in it from the games that we saw yesterday. So lots of content rolling out every single day. Check it out. prepbaseballreport.com/California, at PBR_California on Twitter.
So can we chalk you up for 31 players a day then? Seems to be the pace, right?
Well, today's going to be a little slower pace. We're hoping to get maybe a dozen or so players today.
I think your fingers would fall off if you try to go 31 player a day pace. Last, one of the hardest to recommend in the business. Thank you so much. We'll be back with you guys next week with more of the same.
All right, Tommy. Thanks.